Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. I can't even believe that this is here. Some of you may have seen on a post or on a video. I can't even talk. I'm so overwhelmed. A video I did, gosh, back, it might have been last October, November, where I had been talking about books that I'd been looking for forever and not able to find. And there was two of them in particular. One of them was Sorcier by Orly Castex. Another one was Vintage My Room, which is is it Korean or Japanese? Korean, I think, coloring book. And I'd not also been able to find the Seasons postcard book by Hannah Carlson. Lots of these books are just out of print. Now, sometimes out of print books, there's still copies floating around and you can find them on, eBay or various sites like that. These books, I had been searching for months, over a year, maybe closer to 2 years, searching for these books. And I had basically just resigned myself to the idea that I simply would never own them. They just simply weren't for sale anywhere. Used, it didn't, nothing. And an amazing viewer of mine, Susanne, who is in Norway, posted in the comments on one of my videos and said, you can strike some of those off your list. I would like to send them to you from her own collection. And so then we've been chatting through email. She got my address and sent them to me. And I can't believe, and I've seen, this is Happy Mail. This is actually my first Happy Mail. I think is this what Happy Mail is? I'm pretty happy. I've never had a viewer send me anything. Now, I don't have my address readily available on my, on my YouTube channel description or anything like that. I just don't. But if anyone would like it, I certainly, I guess I could provide it. I just, when I was posting about these books, I was more just asking, did anyone know of a site where they were for sale, or did anyone have copies that they might be willing to sell? I was absolutely willing to pay for the books, pay for shipping, all that kind of thing. Susanne, I can't even believe, Susanne, thank you. She sent these from the beautiful country of Norway all the way here to Canada. I can't even believe it. Thank you. Sorry, but this video seems very disjointed, but I don't even know what to say. I can't express how thankful I am that someone would, and this hobby, friends from around the world and friends that would do this. So she just sent these to me. Just kindness of her heart. So thank you, Susanne. Thank you. And here was the other saga that went with this. Probably a week after Susanne put these in the post, because of course she mailed them through Norway Post, which would then get transferred to Canada Post. Canada Post went on strike, and Canada Post was on strike for 5 weeks. So basically, I think I was tracking them because she provided me with the tracking number. The package went from Norway to the Netherlands and then just stopped. And it was in the Netherlands, until Canada Post strike ended. But then it didn't move. It just sort of kept sitting there. So she and I were a little concerned because in situations like that, what is supposed to happen is, Canada Post would take everything that had been in the system and basically just warehouse it, store it until the strike was over, and then, things would get moving again. But it just sort of sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there. And of course, your fear is always, did it get lost? Because unlike, say she had sent me a package, from Amazon Norway or something like that. I don't know you know what I mean, though. If it was something that could be repurchased, if the package gets lost, you just say, the package is lost, you get reimbursed, you send another one, kind of thing. But this was, it's not one of a kind. These books are out there, but it's not replaceable to either her or I. We can't replace it. So I said to her, I'm staying optimistic. I know after a 5-week strike, Canada Post was massively backed up. So we were just staying optimistic, and it's finally here. So I cut open the end just to make things a little easier here. So I wanted to open it with you guys. It's incredibly well wrapped and well packaged. So she's got paper on the outside. Make sure I'm not missing anything there. And then she's wrapped it all in cardboard. So we'll get in here. These are really sharp scissors. I like them. I bought them as part of a set. They're called Beatative, I think. They're incredibly sharp. So I'm just gonna, oh my goodness, she bubble wrapped it too. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't want to throw anything away by accident. My goodness. Susanne, this is amazing. And it came, it didn't look like Customs had, opened it or anything. It's in perfect condition. Just took a really long time. Oh my goodness. This is unreal, Susanne. Unreal. Card. I'm just gonna turn it off camera here. Oh, she says, "Dear Connie, here's a little gift to brighten up the dark winter days. Best wishes, Susanne." And this is an April postcard, blanket of spring. Oh, that's wonderful, Susanne. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna prop that up right in front of me here. Some ribbon. I love keeping ribbon like this and then reusing it for crafts or wrapping my own gifts, all kinds of things. So I've got some tissue paper here. I like saving tissue paper too. It's always useful. I'll forward a little bit, but that's okay. There it is. Oh my goodness, she put an extra one in here. What's this? It's a Joanna Basford postcard, German postcard book. Oh, Susanne. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. For those of you that don't know, I've talked about it a little bit before. I was never tested as a child, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the spectrum, and I don't know what to do with emotions. So I apologize if this seems awkward and weird. I'm sorry. I can't believe it. I never thought I would own this book. So I apologize for looking at a book that you guys, these books you can't get. But now she did say, I think she started a page in here, and I said, absolutely, look at these pictures. I would be honored to finish it, to take what she had done and just finish it. I love that. You know, I had seen other people work in this book, and I just loved the style so much. And the paper is, you know, it's, like I say, it's from that golden age of coloring books, kind of the mid, I think it's like 2010 to 2015, when, I think it's Marabou. Is it Marabou that publishes this? Yeah. And Marabou still does publish coloring books, and they publish good quality coloring books, but, you know, where that golden age of coloring, oh, just, I love this style. And the you know, I don't have words. But this is kind of from that golden age. You know, all coloring books, I think, kind of look like this. Now I feel like the market's just flooded with, well, AI, you know, really inexpensive. There are still good books out there, but they're harder and harder to find, aren't they? Skulls. Witch boots. Yeah, so I apologize. I know you can't. I feel badly, partly in a way, for showing a book that you guys can't get. Some of you may have it. See, and I love tiny detail. This paper, I'm sure my Pitt pens and my Stettler pens will do just fine on this paper. You know, I have other books with this kind of paper, and they do just fine. It was really windy here today. Bathing. Kinds of drinks, you know, witches would probably enjoy. Doing dishes with magic. Is that Fantasia? Was that the Disney one? Where Mickey, doesn't he do chores and stuff with the... No, he has to clean up because he was doing something terrible with his magic and he wasn't supposed to be. Wasn't that it? Ghosts. Space timber. It's for cats. They have helmets on. Or is that the frog? It's a cat and the frog. They have helmets. The witch has a helmet. This is Orly Castex. She also has 2 other books. Cats is one of them. And Wonders of the Sea, I think, is the other. Cats, I think, and maybe Wonders of the Sea are published. The author, the illustrator of those is listed as Mesdemoiselles, I think. One of them, anyway. So, if this style looks familiar, particularly the cats, it's, yeah, she's got those other books. And I do have those other books. I do have Cats, and I do have Wonders of the Sea. But I didn't have this one, and I never thought I'd be able to get it. Oh, see, I would love to do that. I love coloring bottles. Well, I'm a chemistry teacher. You know, flasks and things with corks that looks like an Erlenmeyer flask. Sort of. Round bottom flask. Witches are just chemists. That looks more like an Erlenmeyer flask. Well, the next kind of thing. That could be like a volumetric flask, but it's too... Yeah. Sorry, I digress. Mushrooms with legs. Some sort of lawn bowling witch game. I just... Ugh. I mean, certainly, you know, next fall, next Halloween. Look, it's got little flasks in there, too. Next fall, next autumn, next Halloween, but maybe before that. Witches don't have to be for just fall Halloween time. For bones and skeletons and things. Oh, there's where she started. I love the colors. I love the purple. We can absolutely continue on with that. For bones, I like to make them look old, and I like using the Pit Pen Warm Grays. I find those give really cool, kind of aged bone-looking colors, and also aged paper. There's like a Christmas tree. It's a witchy Halloween tree. I love that. Could do the branches black. See, I'm not very good at visualizing my pages ahead of time. That would be about as far as I could ever visualize, and then other stuff would just happen as I went. Bugs are tied up in the spider web with yarn. I mean, I love them. I just love them. I would love to practice iridescence, because if you've ever looked at like a crow or a raven up close, yes, they're black, but their feathers are like this iridescent black. Gosh, I don't know. That might be beyond my skill level. Be cool to try and learn to do, though. I love the tiny detailed pages. I love the subject matter. I love her drawing style. So I keep saying love. I don't know what else to say. I love this. Right? You've got, I love this, and I love, actually, goes back to, reminds me of the page at the beginning here, right? Is it the same? No, it's a little different. But that kind of Halloween haunted house. You've got some jack-o'-lanterns in a tree, but you've got sort of a garden scene. You've got some mushrooms. It's fall time. The trees are bare. You've got more jack-o'-lanterns here. A little child peeping over the fence. Owl with a bow tie. Cat. Haunted tree. See, I don't often do portraits, but I'd probably do that one. Some indoor. Witch food. The witch is knitting sweaters for the snakes. Bugs. I'm not a fan of bugs, but those are pretty cute bugs. They have hats and shoes. Oh, my French is very rusty. $116 eyes. Is that what it was? But yeah, eyes I was supposed to be finding. Okay. Whew. I was thinking les yeux, that's eyes. And then, yeah, so, I mean, you can find all the, and then this is like an answer key where it's showing you the pages and showing you the eyes and where they are. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I have this book. I can't believe it. And then we've got more. Never thought I would, like I say, they're just not in print anymore. So this is, Hannah Carlson, of course, has a coloring book, Postcards, which is still in print. Sorry, not Postcards. Her Seasons coloring book, is still in print. And you can get it, different languages and what have you. But yeah, this postcard book, which is 2017. So yeah, that golden age of coloring when they were putting out all of these different kinds of things, and then they just don't anymore. So this is pictures from that book. But I had just always really wanted the postcard book. I like the smaller format. I have colored some pictures in her seasons book. And of course these are, thick. They're meant to be postcards. And mailed. As I mentioned before, I appreciated Hannah's artwork, but it's not been until relatively recently that, say the last 6 months, that I've really started to be drawn to wanting to color it. I think because I traditionally tended to color things very muted, very kind of vintagey, and maybe those colors don't fit some of her artwork. I guess it doesn't matter. I could color it however I want. But getting bolder with some of my color choices, maybe that's drawing me more towards. I like her cats. Drawing more towards her artwork. I've never really been drawn to coloring people, but I should. Maybe it's just because, I think it's partly being on the spectrum. You don't tend to understand people. So that's why I'm an introvert too. The frog. A tree never misunderstands you or judges you, does it? Not that I know of. Maybe I'm being judged by trees. I'm just gonna pretend I'm not. All fog. I like her squirrels too. That's the European squirrel, isn't it? That have the really kind of tall, pointy ears. Our squirrels here don't look like that. Here in Canada. That would be really beautiful to do like a glowing effect. I could see doing that with gel pens, black background, and I've always wanted to color the larger version of this, and I've always been scared because I think it's a double page spread, isn't it? Maybe the postcard version will feel more accessible to me. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So that's Hannah Carlson's Seasons postcard book, and I knew those were going to be in the package, but I did not know this was. This is shrink wrapped. So we'll pull the wrapping off here. So, Worlds of Wonder? Wonder despelt. I think this is a German postcard version of Worlds of Wonder. Huh. 24 postcards. That's very cool. So these, yeah, I think these are, because I recognize these pages, they are in Worlds of Wonder. So tiny. I love teeny, teeny, tiny details. Sorry, I should probably zoom in. Where's my zoom? Even the back of the postcards is pretty. Look at that. Little teeny flowers where the stamp would go, and then like a border. That's always been a picture that I've wanted to color in the big book. I haven't. I mean, these are cardstock too. Now that's one. There's 4 of those on a page, I think, in the big book, isn't there? I think there is. So some of these are just the full images from the regular size book shrunk down, and some I think are just one element, maybe from a page. So much incredible artistry. And again, that Susanne would want to send it to me, you know. We know each other through YouTube. This community is just amazing, isn't it? It's a swan. Strawberries, like a strawberry mandala. Cat. There's so much kindness. Welcome, Little Coleman. I think that's welcome. There's so much kindness in this community. In this day and age, kindness can be a rare thing, can't it? Camel. Mushrooms. These postcards are quite smooth. So again, I think my Pitt pens would work wonderfully. And Pitt pens have that tiny little nib on them. So no problems getting into tiny spaces. That's just a portion, because there's a whole page of that, I think, isn't there? Have I colored anything in Worlds of Wonder? I think I have. I'm just trying to remember. I've been working on a project where I'm actually making a video for it as well. Cataloging all my books. So I've been going through and yeah. Well, you'll see that. You'll see that soon. Reminds me of the movie Up. My daughter. I remember watching that with my daughter when she was young. Little treat cart. Cat sleeping on top. Oh, sorry. Keep it in the middle there. That's tiny details, but again, yeah. Stabilo. I have Stabilo, sorry. 0.88. Fine liners, 0.68. Pens and a few of the do I have all the 0.68 or 0.68 brush? I have some. But again, the Pitt pens have, and the Stettler pigment brush pens have that tiny little nib. So there's 24 postcards. So there we have it. Back out. It's beautiful, beautiful card from Susanne. Susanne, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. I just, again, the kindness and generosity of sending me these overwhelms me. I'm at a loss for words. And the Sorcier. All right. Well, thanks for going through these books with me, folks. Thanks for being here with me. Thank you for being the amazing community that you are. That's, again, on the spectrum, I struggle with this kind of thing. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is well. And I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. Till next time, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.